Whispers of Black Gold, Mollie's redemption in the Osage shadows. In the quiet town of Pawhuska, Oklahoma, where the wind whispered through the tall grass and the sun painted the sky in hues of amber, Mollie Burkhart, a proud member of the Osage Nation, lived a life that seemed untouched by the chaos that lurked beneath the surface. Little did she know that the tranquility of her world was about to be shattered by a wave of unspeakable betrayal, and a series of heinous crimes that would challenge the very fabric of her existence. Mollie, with her ebony hair cascading down her shoulders and a quiet strength in her eyes, was deeply connected to her Osage roots. Her ancestors had once roamed freely on the vast lands, but now their heritage faced a sinister threat. Oil had been discovered beneath the sacred Osage soil, and with it came a surge of greed that would prove to be a catalyst for a string of murders that would grip the community in fear. The Osage Nation, with its close-knit community, had always held a unique bond, a sense of solidarity that had withstood the test of time. However, as the black gold beneath their feet became a coveted treasure, the bonds of unity began to unravel. Old friendships turned sour, and alliances were formed in the shadows, driven by a desire for wealth that blinded the hearts of men. It all began with the mysterious death of Mollie's sister, Anna. Her lifeless body was discovered on the outskirts of town, a haunting omen of the dark days that lay ahead. As grief tightened its grip on Mollie's heart, she refused to accept the official explanation of death by natural causes. The whispers among the Osage hinted at a more sinister truth, a conspiracy that went beyond the boundaries of their small town. Determined to uncover the truth and seek justice for her sister, Mollie delved into the shadows of Pawhuska, where secrets festered like wounds that refused to heal. As she pursued the elusive answers, she crossed paths with a man named Tom White, an investigator from the newly formed Bureau of Investigation. A seasoned professional with a haunted past, Tom saw in Mollie a kindred spirit, driven by the pursuit of justice against a backdrop of corruption. Together, Mollie and Tom embarked on a journey that would expose the underbelly of their seemingly idyllic town. As they uncovered layer after layer of deceit, it became clear that the murders were not random acts of violence but a well-orchestrated plan fueled by greed. The oil-rich lands of the Osage were a beacon for those who sought fortune at any cost. The duo faced constant threats and danger as they uncovered a web of conspiracies that reached the highest echelons of power. Mollie's bravery and Tom's resilience created an unlikely alliance that would be tested by the very forces they sought to bring down. As they peeled back the layers of deception, they discovered that the murderers were not just strangers in the night but trusted faces from within the Osage community itself. The more Mollie unraveled the threads of the conspiracy, the darker the truth became. Betrayal lurked in the hearts of those she had considered family, and the very ground beneath her feet seemed to quake with the weight of the crimes committed in the name of greed. The oil, once a source of prosperity, had become a curse that stained the hands of those who sought to possess it. The climax of their investigation came to a head at a clandestine gathering where the orchestrators of the murders were revealed. Mollie confronted the very people she had once called kin, now unmasked as the architects of her sister's demise. The air was thick with tension as the echoes of their betrayal reverberated through the room. In a heart-wrenching twist, Mollie discovered that even the man she had come to trust, Tom White, had his own hidden agenda. He had been seduced by the allure of wealth, and his allegiance wavered between justice and personal gain. The realization of this betrayal cut deep, adding a layer of complexity to an already intricate web of deception. In the midst of this revelation, a gunshot echoed through the room. Chaos erupted as alliances crumbled, and the once united Osage community was torn apart by the greed that had infected their souls. Mollie, driven by a fierce determination to protect her people, found herself standing alone against the tide of corruption. As the dust settled, Mollie faced a choice: succumb to the despair of betrayal or rise from the ashes like a phoenix, stronger and more resolute than ever. In the aftermath of the bloody confrontation, she emerged as a symbol of resilience, a beacon of hope for a community scarred by the sins of its own. The story of Mollie Burkhart and the Osage murders became a cautionary tale etched into the history of Pawhuska. It spoke of the fragility of trust, the corrosive nature of greed, and the enduring strength of those who refuse to be broken. Mollie's journey from grief to empowerment echoed through the generations, reminding the Osage people that even in the face of betrayal, love and unity could triumph over the darkest shadows that threatened their way of life. Hope you like the story. Hit the like button and share with your friends. Do subscribe the channel and turn on the notification. Thank you.